Hello everyone, I'm back with another quick film review for you, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Jim Henson Idea Man, the new documentary on Disney Plus, directed by Ron Howard, and it's really interesting, really fascinating documentary. I'm just going to do a one image quick little review here, okay? It won't be long, but I do have to talk about the film. Everybody knows what happens to Jim Henson. That's not a spoiler, right? So I don't know if I'll say spoilers or no spoilers. I'll just say if you don't know anything about Jim Henson, don't watch this video if you're interested in the doc. But if you know everything about Jim Henson already, then what is happening. So and what legacy he's left behind. So there's some amazing archival footage here from the 50s all the way to the end of the 80s. Many family members and colleagues are interviewed, especially Frank Oz. I found his interviews to be fantastic. Same with Brian Henson. The family members are very interesting to hear from, of course. I'm surprised there weren't more puppeteers in the doc. Speaking about Henson, several that are still around, but we only got a certain amount of people interviewed, but that's fine. Of course, I wish it was longer because it was just so fascinating. This documentary it focuses mainly on Henson's early life. Starting out doing puppet shows with his wife Jane, who was so important, so integral to the success of their business and to what would later become, his incredible fame. It's a lot of hard work, working on several shows, certainly with puppets and directing them and acting and performing. And it just must have been chaotic. And there was a lot of segments of him having to spend a lot of time away from his family, and so yeah, we get a little bit of drama there naturally, and we do get quite a nice peek into his personal life. He was a shy but creative genius, and the film definitely explores certain origins of certain characters like Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Bert and Ernie, among others. Many secrets of the Muppet movie and other tricks are revealed. How they do certain things with the puppets and the sets. And it goes into the films The Dark Crystal, which Henson co-directed along with Frank Oz, which had no live actors at all. It was all puppets, and it was brilliant. But it wasn't a success because nothing was a success in 1982 except for E.T. Uh, unfortunately, but it's still a great film. It also talks about the next film that Jim wound up directing, which was Labyrinth with David Bowie, and it has interviews with the film star Jennifer Connelly as well. She tells some really great stories about working on the movie, and she was only 14 at the time, so it must be some really precious memories for her. Of course, Jim's real love was making artistic entertainment, and making experimental films like the Oscar-nominated Timepiece, etc. He never really intended to be strictly a children's entertainer, but thanks to the brilliant work, and it's just the tremendous popularity on Sesame Street and then the Muppet Show, in the UK, among others, he just became this huge icon in the business, and everybody knew his characters. All the children knew his characters. Children all over the world knew him and knew his work. So he was an absolute genius, of course. He continues to inspire filmmakers and puppeteers to this day. Ron Howard and Imagine Entertainment have done a commendable job here, editing all this footage, all these interviews, and the archival footage, some of which I've never seen before. Like some of the short commercials that he used to make, which were really entertaining, really funny little, quick little things from the 60s and so on. Really good stuff. So yeah, this documentary, it really did move me. It really did hit me emotionally as well, especially near the end, naturally. I wanted more, of course. Like I said, it made me think, okay, now I want to watch more, and I'm going to watch the other doc now about the Muppets and Henson Productions, going into the 90s and beyond, with Ninja Turtles and newer Muppets movies and stuff, and hearing from some of the newer puppeteers on what Jim Henson's work meant to them. And naturally, I think we can guess it meant a lot. It really made me want to go out and interview some of these great puppeteers and actors who knew him and just learn more, about the history of Henson's production company. And it's just It's so fascinating. It's so great. It's a wonderful look at this life of a creative man whose work has entertained and inspired millions of people. So I'm gonna give Jim Henson Idea Man a 10 out of 10. That's right. Perfect score, folks. I don't mean to overhype it, but it's really good, and it really hit me, and I thought it was, yeah, I thought it was very touching and just brilliantly put together, wonderfully produced and edited and everything. So yeah, I wasn't bored for a second. Never had the urge to look at my phone. Honestly, I really didn't, because the film was so interesting to me, and I want to watch it again with others this time, and get their opinions on the film and the man. All right, guys, that's it for this quick film review, and until next time, peace.